Aviation has changed the world that we live in, and we want to help visitors connect with that story. Our mission focuses on North and South Carolina aviation history. We have lots of historic aircraft on display, roughly about 20 aircraft, and we just tell the story of aviation history from the Wright brothers until today.
One of the most memorable moments in that history, and the many pieces that comprise it, has been an anchor at the Carolinas Aviation Museum since 2012.
Our centerpiece exhibit is the Miracle on the Hudson, Flight 1549, that landed in the Hudson River in 2009. All 155 people survived, and something that could have been a tragedy ended up really being a hopeful event for the country. We like to say that the Miracle on the Hudson plane made it home. It was destined for Charlotte. A lot of the passengers were from the Charlotte area, so we really just feel like this is a Charlotte story.
Told in comprehensive fashion from nose to tail fin.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Flight 1549 was completely reassembled inside the museum, and the items that were on board that day, everything from engines to luggage to the beverage cart, are on full display, as is Captain Sully Sullenberger's uniform. Visitors can even sit in the plane's life rafts, just like the passengers did in January of 2009.
I like the story about the Hudson River, looking at the things that were inside of the plane. That was kind of interesting.
Dozens of Flight 1549's passengers live in the Charlotte area, and they come to the museum about once a month on Saturdays to share their stories with visitors.
I think it's fantastic. When we walked in and saw the Miracle on the Hudson plane, we were just amazed by the size of the display, by the amount of information provided. It was just a very surreal experience, and it brought back the memories of that day.
The Miracle on the Hudson is no doubt the star attraction, but it's hardly the only thing to see at the Carolinas Aviation Museum.
We do have quite a few military aircraft on display. We have a Piedmont DC-3. We've got a replica Wright Flyer.
Personally, I think I was more interested in some of the older planes like the DC-3. I thought it was interesting that the plane itself was developed in the 40s, and they still use it today in developing countries where a bigger plane can't land.
Making aviation relevant and accessible is a major mission for the museum, so some of the attractions are best experienced hands-on.
We've got lots of cockpits and planes that kids can get into as well, like our Cessna 150 and our F4 cockpit.
My son did a flight simulator.
The museum's newest attraction. The Miracle on the Hudson brought a joyous story to the world a decade ago, and its ultimate arrival in Charlotte has brought a transformation to the Carolinas Aviation Museum.
We really used the Miracle on the Hudson to make aviation relevant to everyone.
And that's helped the museum achieve its goals in a dramatic fashion. Since the Miracle on the Hudson arrived in 2012, the number of visitors coming to this showcase of aviation has soared more than 1,000%.
The Carolinas Aviation Museum is at 4672 First Flight Drive in Charlotte, and they're open Monday through Friday from 10 to 4, Saturdays from 10 to 5, and Sundays from 1 to 5. For more information, give them a call at 704-997-3770 or go online to carolinasaviation.org.